Hi, I'm Eric Lanask. I'm here at Cloud Expo in New York. With me today is Ian Kahn from Solgenia. Ian, thanks for joining me.
Hey, it's my pleasure, Eric.
So, who is Solgenia? What do you do?
We're a Toronto-based solutions company specializing in the cloud. Our main offering is a cloud monetization platform, and we change the way revenue is being generated over the cloud. And we're not talking about just solution providers. We're talking about infrastructure providers. We're talking about data centers, enterprises, and so on. And as you might know, Eric, there's a revolution of monetization that's taking place on the cloud. And the problem the industry is facing that there's a lot of companies, and telcos especially, for example, have a lot of infrastructure, and they've maxed out their capability of maximizing revenues from their customer bases through the minutes and plans. And they are desperate for a solution that helps them monetize that to SaaS, to IaaS, and other offerings. And that's what we do.
So you're absolutely right. The question always is, well, how do you monetize, or how can we better monetize, or everybody wants to generate increased revenues. What are some of the ways? What are some of the things that you can do to help your customers more effectively monetize?
So our proprietary technology, which is based on a patent that we hold, is called Power. And Power as a platform really changes the way revenues are generated. It helps you provision services and products through a SaaS, IaaS, or a PaaS model that end users can use. Power is also able to meter the usage of these various components or platforms or services that you offer and give you an accurate, count of how much has been used, how much of that has been consumed, and that gets changed into a billing model that's based on how you as a company or organization would like to, add $1 is equal to 1 MB or 1 gigabyte per second. That's up to you. And through the billing model, the metering, the provisioning, all these three are part of Power. And together, they work together, to kind of enable this new revenue stream that's based on subscription. Or you can also do a hybrid between subscription and real-time consumption. So for end users, they end up paying only for the stuff they end up using. They're not paying a flat fee of $15.99, but using services of only $5 as a very rough example. So the end users and customers benefit a lot. They love you a lot more because now you're helping them save a buck at the end of the day. And everybody wants to save a buck. For vendors, service providers, it gives you the ability of scale. It also gives you the ability of leveling your revenues throughout the year to the recurring model. Now you can focus on growing your subscriber base rather than just the accounts. And yes, Power does it all. Power helps transform businesses or technologies on solutions, again on SaaS, IaaS, which is infrastructure as a service, or a platform as a service.
Certainly one of the keys these days and one of the benefits of working in the cloud is the ability to roll out and deploy new services and solutions very rapidly. How easy do you make it to bring those onto your platform as well?
So after you do the initial, the hard work of, creating your vision of how do you want to charge your customers, that's the tough part. The business process is the tough part. Getting the solution from the back end in front of the customer, as an example in this case, is done through the store or the enterprise catalog. End users have a self-serve capability. They are not dependent on IT or any technical person to give them services and access to those. So really, the deployment part is very easy once it's all constructed. And again, it's based on the flexibility that you can scale really, really fast. So you could gain 0 to 1 million subscribers in a day, and the platform would just keep on going and going.
Is there a difference between working with wireless and wireline operators?
Not really. I mean, at the end of the day, they're both very sensitive to meeting the bottom line, meeting the revenue projections, meeting, essentially fueling their operations. So between the wired and the wireless, no, there's not a lot of difference. Yes, there's a difference in technology. It's the way they've been interfacing with the customers until now. But the cloud is changing everything. And I think the model will move more towards being a cloud-based, whether you're wired or wireless at the end. The cloud is definitely going to stay.
Do you offer some kind of a customer portal or some way? So you talked about the user being able to understand if they're paying $15.99 but they're only using $5 worth of the service each month. Is there some kind of a customer portal that the customer is able to see that as well?
Absolutely. So depending on the service or platform or product that you created and deployed using Power, every customer gets a login. They can log into their account. They can see how much usage they've used, how much resources they've consumed, and you essentially get a breakdown of everything and each and everything minute by minute or megabyte per megabyte that you've consumed as an example. So absolutely, yes.
And now, that's branded by that's brandable for each different service or service provider?
There's a lot of flexibility. We do offer white labeling. We do offer a few different options where you can customize the look, the feel, the brand, and all of that, because we understand that large-scale providers have the need to kind of put their brand in front of their customers. So we do offer white labeling options as well. So a lot of flexibility. And see, our goal, again, is to help our customers make more money. And we're definitely not holding them back from doing that in any case.
How big of an opportunity is the growth and the evolution of the Internet of Things going to be for the use of your platform?
I actually spoke about this a couple of days ago. By 2020, the estimate is about $300 billion worth of business is going to take place worldwide with IoT. And that's a phenomenal number. Predictions for cloud are in the range of 150, 200 billion by 2020. But IoT is definitely a huge and fast-growing segment within the industry. I feel within the next year, 2 or 3 years, we are going to see an exponential increase in IoT technologies being deployed in the real world, real case scenarios, more people, less cars, and smart cities, and so on. So definitely, it's going to be huge.
Well, that's certainly a space that we all are going to want to keep our eyes peeled on.
Exactly.
Ian, thanks so much for joining me. Enjoy the rest of the show. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Take care.